Hi, my name is Allison Ayers, and I'm a junior at Central Connecticut State University. I am looking forward to conducting a study on the topic of love and attraction, specifically on what influences people to stay committed or cheat on their romantic partner. In order to execute this, I need to make sure my study has scientific merit. Myself being the researcher, I will do this by following the ethical rules, which are the morality principles you incorporate in a study. This is important to keep your participants safe. Some examples of ethics to keep in mind when you are conducting your study is to get informed consent from your participants. This is important so your participants are fully aware of what the study consists of, so they can make their own choice if they want to continue or not. Another ethical principle to keep in mind is to provide a debriefing form if deception was used. This is important to allow the participants to have a full understanding as to what was being studied on them, and to give them the option to withdraw their participation if they wish. You also want to keep in mind to not only be very honest to the people participating in your study, but also to your own work. Scientific merit is based on trust. Therefore, it is unacceptable to make up your own data so it matches with your hypotheses. This is known as data fabrication. Also, a term called data falsification will also not be tolerated. This is when a person changes or alters their data so it fits their hypotheses. Both data fabrication and data falsification is detrimental to psychological research and violates societal values. Moving on to my study. My constructs are attitudes on passion, sociosexuality, Machiavellianism, physical attractiveness, commitment, and infidelity. I am planning on doing a 1 to 5 Likert scale for each construct. This is because I think it's easier for my participants to fill out a scale with only 5 options compared to 7 or 10. This will keep them motivated to complete my study. My study will be conducted through SANA OIS for only CCSU students that are 18 plus of age to complete. They will be given 1 credit if my study takes under 30 minutes for them to complete. If it so happens to take over 30 minutes, then they will be rewarded 2 credits. I have a total of 5 hypotheses. H1A, if being pro-sociosexuality is associated with favorable attitudes towards cheating. H1B, if levels of sociosexuality will have a negative relationship with attitudes on commitment. H2A, if feelings of passion is associated with relationship commitment. H2B, if feelings of attraction is associated with relationship commitment. And lastly, H3A, if high levels of sociosexuality is associated with Machiavellianism. Since all of my hypotheses have 2 variables, I will be running a correlation analysis to find if there is an association between the variables. An important material I need to use in my study is the SANA OIS system. This is where all of my data will be collected in order to conduct my research. After my data is collected, I will be sure to have it in a safe space on a computer that requires a passcode in order to get in. This will reassure the safety and confidentiality of my participants' rights. Also, I will need my 7 construct scales plus my demographic scale that I'm making myself. So altogether, I will have a total of 8 scales. For my passion scale, alpha is 0.86. For my sociosexuality scale, alpha is 0.83. For my Machiavellianism scale, alpha is 0.79. For my physical attractiveness scale, alpha is 0.87. For my commitment scale, alpha is 0.75. For my infidelity scale, alpha is 0.83. When I use these scales in my study, I would completely randomize each item so my participants are less likely to guess on which item goes to which scale, and hope to get more accurate results. In order to take my online study, participants would have to have access to a computer. They can access a computer on school grounds or by using their own if they wish. All in all, I am excited to be carrying out my study at CCSU on the interesting topic of love and attraction, specifically on what personality types typically tend to stay committed to their partner and those that cheat. Thank you.